Russian forces have continued to destabilize Ukraine, even as Moscow pushes a ceasefire deal in the east of the country.
And we are still witnessing, unfortunately, Russian involvement in destabilizing the situation in eastern Ukraine. So we continue to call on Russia to pull back its troops from Ukrainian borders, stop the flow of weapons and fighters into Ukraine, stop the support for armed militants in Ukraine, and engage in a constructive political process.
Anders Fogh Rasmussen was speaking as world leaders gathered in Wales for a NATO summit to discuss the conflict in Ukraine. The NATO leaders, including President Barack Obama, met with Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko. They are expected to agree further assistance for the country's armed forces. The rise of the Islamic State terrorist group in Iraq and Syria will also be discussed at the summit. Mr. Rasmussen welcomed the efforts of the US and other countries to push the group back.
As regards NATO, we haven't received any request for a NATO engagement. I'm sure that if the Iraqi government were to forward a request for NATO assistance, that would be considered seriously by NATO allies.